Well, there's been a lot of talk about what is going to be happening with the Expo Pavilion, given that Expo has wrapped up some 6 months ago. It's gone quick, hasn't it?
Oh, well, I mean, yes, we waited for a very long time for Expo to begin. Once it started, it felt like a new home within Dubai. And I probably would have visited that place, if not more, at least 27 to 30 times. And it's just phenomenal. And now when it's shut, there was a major missing that started happening. And I was like, no, please don't do this. Extended by all happening. And I was like, no, please don't do this. Extend it by all means.
It was a fantastic event. And to get more details about Dubai's Expo City, which did welcome visitors for the first time on the weekend, is Sholto Douglas Home. He is the Chief Sales and MarComms Officer for Expo City Dubai. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon on Talk 100.3.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's great to speak to you. If anyone does want to make their way and venture out to Expo City, what is there? What is waiting for us? What can we see?
Well, we officially open on the 1st of October. But if people are coming now, they will see... Hang on, I better just...
Just got to check your reception.
Yes. They will see... Can you hear me okay?
We've got you.
Yeah, okay, fine. So the difference is that people will expect Expo City to be very similar to what it was when we were live event. But what's different is, what the same is, those magnificent portal gates you walk through are still there. People will see many of the familiar landmark attractions that they know and love. But until we open properly, at the moment, you can visit Alif, the Mobility Pavilion, right, and Terra, the Sustainability Pavilion. And we're starting to welcome schools back, which is very exciting for us. But as I said, we're gearing up to open properly on the 1st of October. And from then on, we'll be opening the Vision Pavilion, the Women's Pavilion. You'll be able to see the mesmerizing projection in Wazil. Our viewing platform Garden in the Sky will be open, and the stunning water feature with those cascading waterfalls, that will all be open in October. So October, think of October as when you'll have a wonderful chance to relive your Expo experiences.
That is amazing. I'm already excited and can't wait for 1st of October. But then tell me something. Would it be a ticketed entry, or people could just walk in as an open property?
So the real difference now is that Expo City is a city. We're not a 6-month event. You won't, as you walk through the portal gates, you won't see the security arches. Everyone can just come and go as they please. Parking is now much closer to all of our attractions because we don't have the security constraints. So I think of it as we are a city open to everyone with parks and restaurants. But what people will pay for is to visit our attractions. Fair. And I've mentioned some of the attractions, and it is 50 dirhams to visit the Alif and Terra at the moment. But we will be announcing nearer the 1st of October an attractions pass where people will be able to get access across any number of pavilions during the course of the day.
When it comes to accessing the Expo City via public transport, is there still going to be the same amount of metro trains and the same facilities to get people in and out of the area?
The metro is working now, and in terms of the frequency, I'm not absolutely sure. But yes, I mean, we're a very accessible site. And as I said, there's no parking and riding on a bus. You'll be able to park right up close. We've got huge numbers of parking spaces very close to the pavilion now. So it'll be much easier all around.
When it came to Expo, one of the great things I loved was you had this culmination of some of the greatest restaurants on the planet. Now, that's very much exclusive to Expo, but when it comes like any other city, will we have any of the how close will we get to having the same level of food and beverage and catering and food options?
That's a great question, and there's so much about the Expo 2020, those 6 months that people it was unique. I mean, what was created in that time was truly special, from all of the F&B offerings, all of the country pavilions. I mean, it was staggering, and I have to emphasize that we're now a city.
Yeah,
We're
okay.
here with a sort of foundation of sustainability, innovation, and technology. So people must realize it's not like a reopening expo, but we do want to have many of the attractions that people cherish and love. And over time, you can expect major sporting events. You can expect COP28, the climate change conference next year. You know, we really want to make it a vibrant city with a lot of big events happening. We want to really make it a global landmark after the success of Expo.
You mentioned about various sporting events coming up at the venue, and there's a massive speculation going on between Kitch and I on the show, where we think that the FIFA World Cup just around the corner, Expo City could probably serve as one of the biggest fan parks, considering the fact that we have fantastic facilities indoors and outdoors with those giant screens, ability to host thousands of people together. Can we get a word on or probably an insight on the fact that maybe, yes, this is what we are expecting, or if we should be looking forward to?
Well, I think everyone is excited about the World Cup coming to the region. I mean, we're looking at all options. I think Dubai is going to be just a fan haven across the whole city, and I'm really excited about that. So I guess I'll just say watch this space for now.
Okay, I like that answer. That's a very exciting answer.
This is a very good answer.
but it also, it does actually, you make a great point, Sholto, to make sure that we loved Expo, but when we're going back there now, it's great to go back and enjoy a great part of Dubai, but you're not going back to Expo. It's a city and kind of manage your expectations to that level, that it's great to reminisce, but we should really appreciate that Expo has now, it won't be the same, but Expo has now given us this new city that we can enjoy that wouldn't have already been there.
Kish, I think that's a great way of saying it. And the way you have to, it almost, I've been lucky enough to wander around the site now, and it still has a magic.
Yeah.
And it almost makes you realize what an extraordinary thing we experienced. I mean, there was nothing like it in the world, still set against a pandemic, and just 192 countries exhibiting, performing extraordinary performances. And yes, it will be very different, but people who know and love Expo will still feel that same magic, will still have that same sense of pride of what we achieved with Expo. But we also have very big ambitions for making Expo City, very much focused on sustainability, innovation, technology. So it's almost like we have a new goal, we have a new ambition, and we want, Dubaians to share that with us.
Right. A lot of talk has been doing the rounds with regards to the sustainability and innovation factor of Expo becoming the hub for all of this. What is the kind of interest that's been seen from international businesses, investors for that matter, as far as setting up their businesses or their units or their branches in and within Expo City, and also probably picking up some residential units there?
Yeah, so I think we've been, I would say, honoured and proud about how many organisations have approached us, sharing that vision and wanting to understand how they could move their businesses to the site. Everyone knows these things take a little bit of time. We're desperately keen to announce organisations that are coming our way when it's ready, but these things just take a little bit of time. And I think you were saying in your intro how much you've missed Expo and how time has flown. It's now 6 months. Yeah. But to us, it's been a blink of an eye. And I think anyone coming to the site will see a lot different, but a lot the same as well. And I think we will have many new bits of news to announce, and that will include what organizations are settling their base with us. So once again, watch this space. We're an ongoing news story, I think you could say, and lots to come.
Well, it's great to know that the heartbeat of Expo is still going to be beating somewhere amongst our city, because we've all got such incredible memories. We know that that big launch is going to be happening on the 1st of October, and I guess, Sholto, we'll just have to wait and see what's happening in regards to international business and what's happening in regards to anything surrounding the FIFA World Cup. So we know it's a busy time for you, but we certainly thank you for your time this afternoon here on Talk 100.3.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, great pleasure there. There's Sholto Douglas-Home, the Chief Sales and MarComms Officer for Expo City Dubai. You made a great point. Yeah, when you go back there, don't expect it's going to be Expo with all the food and drink offerings and all the people. But at the same time, go back there and enjoy what is a beautiful city. The weather's starting to cool down. You can go back and walk around and enjoy a great new part of Dubai.
No, absolutely. Plus, it's such a beautiful setup, that the moment you enter the venue, it'll bring back all the memories that you've had of those wonderful 6 months that we spent with Expo being in Dubai. So I don't think anyone would want to, given an opportunity, would want to take the metro, take their cars, head to the Expo zone and, probably, relive those moments.